Listening Library presents Spectacular Adventures, 3 books in 1, featuring Falcon, Fight or Flight, Star-Lord, Nowhere to Run, Ant-Man, Zombie Repellent, by Chris Doc Wyatt, read for you by MacLeod Andrews.
Fight or Flight? The Story of Falcon. There came a day, unlike any other, when Earth's mightiest heroes were united against a common threat. On that day, the Avengers were born, and Sam Wilson was their biggest fan. While still in school, Sam followed every one of the Avengers' battles by watching them on TV and reading about them online. Sam dreamed that one day he too could be an Avenger. But how could he? He wasn't a great hero, and he didn't have superpowers. However, Sam was extremely smart, and he knew how to work hard. He excelled at his studies, and he spent all his spare time inventing new machines. While still just a teenager, Sam Wilson found himself trapped with Captain America on a tropical island run by the villainous Red Skull. After a long battle, the two escaped, but barely. Cap was so impressed with Sam's skills, he suggested Sam train with him. Sam was accepted to the S.H.I.E.L.D. training program, and the two trained together and soon became best friends. During his time at S.H.I.E.L.D., Sam created an amazing invention, a personal wingsuit that gave him the power of flight at high speed. Wearing that suit on dangerous missions earned Sam the code name Falcon. One day, after an adventure as Falcon, Sam came back to headquarters to find Tony Stark, the Avenger known as Iron Man, waiting for him. Tony explained that the Avengers were adding a few new members to their team. Would Sam be interested in joining? Join the team that he'd loved since he was a boy? Become an Avenger, one of Earth's mightiest heroes? Oh yeah, Sam was definitely interested. In fact, it was the best day of his life. Chapter 1. A gentle breeze rippled through the forest of tall, majestic redwoods. From where he sat positioned in the crook of a thick branch at the top of one of the trees, Sam Wilson, the Avenger known as Falcon, could see the forest all around him. It was a fantastic view, but he wasn't really enjoying it because there was only one thing he was interested in. Using the heads-up display in his costume's visor, Sam zoomed his vision in on something in one of the other trees. Someone just casually walking through the forest would never have spotted it. It was so well camouflaged. But Sam could see it. It was a small wooden platform built into the tree limbs, behind some branches. On that platform was the one thing that Falcon most wanted in the world right then: a small blue flag. Falcon scanned the area. There was no sign of his opponent, no sound either. He smiled to himself. Finally, after all this time, success was going to be his. Sam whispered into the Avengers' comm, or communications unit, in his ear, signaling 2 S.H.I.E.L.D. agents who were assigned to his team. "Okay," said Falcon. "It's go time. Converge on the target in 3, 2, 1, now!" Falcon suddenly leapt out from his tree, spreading out his wings, which let him fly across the forest toward his target. At the same time, the 2 S.H.I.E.L.D. agents leapt from their hiding places on the ground. All 3 figures moved quickly, but fastest of all was Falcon. Hours and hours of practice with the wingsuit gave him surprising speed and maneuverability. Within seconds, Falcon could see the flag almost in front of him. All he had to do was reach out and... BAM! Falcon got slammed in the side so suddenly that it knocked the breath out of him. Someone had jumped out of a hiding place and tackled him in midair. But it wasn't just someone. It was none other than Captain America. Falcon tried to push Cap off him, but Cap held firm. With all the added weight, Falcon dropped out of the sky. He and Cap were still grappling when they landed in a barrel roll on the ground. Fancy running into you here, joked Cap as he sprang back to his feet and hurled his famous shield. Cap's shield bounced around the forest, ricocheting off of some trees before first taking down one shield agent, then the other. Falcon barely had time to rise to his feet before Cap had him covered again. Cap's shield landed effortlessly back in his hands. "Well, Sam, what do you say?" asked Cap, a smile on his face. "Yeah, you win, Cap," Falcon admitted, his shoulders drooping. "Don't feel bad," Cap said, throwing an arm around his friend. "No one's ever beaten me in a capture-the-flag training exercise." "I'll be the first," admitted Sam. "Jarvis, end the program." "Yes, sir," came a disembodied computer voice out of the sky as the whole forest, the trees, the ground, even the two shield agents suddenly shimmered and then disappeared. All that could be seen now were the drab walls of the Avengers Tower's training room. The whole thing had been a simulation run by Jarvis, the Avengers Tower's computer system. Cap and Falcon walked through a now visible door and out into the hallway, as Cap said to Falcon, "You're really coming along. You got very close. And also, having the two simulated shield agents on your team makes it a leadership exercise, so—" Falcon didn't get to hear the end of Cap's thought because Iron Man interrupted, racing down the hallway toward them. "Cap, Sam," Iron Man shouted urgently, "come with me, right now. It's an emergency." "What is it now?" asked Sam. "Did Thor and Hulk get into another fight over who ate the last pint of ice cream?" "Mine! No, mine." "Worse. Much worse," Iron Man said gravely. "Hurry and see." Cap and Sam didn't miss another beat. They took off running after Iron Man. Chapter 2. Sam and Cap raced after Iron Man, following him into his lab. It was a place Sam knew well, having spent hundreds of hours working there on various inventions. His talent for dreaming up new technology was one of the reasons that Sam had wanted to become an Avenger. One day, Sam had been aboard the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier when Tony Stark, the man inside the Iron Man armor, had walked right up to him. "They tell me your name is Sam," Tony had said. "I want to talk to you about those wings of yours." Stark had been so impressed with the wing pack, as well as Sam's other inventions, that he had invited Sam to come meet with the other Avengers. Now, Sam was eager to find out what this emergency was. If it had the usually unflappable Iron Man this upset, then it must be something serious, Sam thought. "What happened?" asked Hulk, who was already standing in the lab with Thor when Cap, Iron Man, and Sam arrived. "Yes, Stark. Why the alarm?" asked Thor. "I was about to beat Hulk at a game of truck tossing." "Beat Hulk? Dream on, Blondie," sneered Hulk. "An alarm came from one of my deep space probes that—" Iron Man started, then trailed off. "Wait, did you say truck tossing? Where did you get the trucks? You haven't been down in the Stark Industries garage again, have you?" Hulk and Thor quickly looked down, avoiding Iron Man's glare. "Well, the thing is," said Thor, sounding guilty. "Focus," Cap interrupted. "Tony, what's this emergency?" Iron Man remembered why they were all there. The probe picked up interstellar chatter indicating that Thanos is back. The air in the room was heavy. Thanos was an intergalactic alien warlord of incredible strength whom the team had tangled with before. The last time they had met Thanos, the Avengers had saved Earth from his plans for its destruction, but only barely. If Thanos came back with an army, well, it was unthinkable. According to the chatter, Thanos is amassing an army of Outriders just outside the orbit of Pluto. Once his invasion fleet is fully assembled, he intends to attack, continued Iron Man. "We have to go check this trouble out, now." Iron Man pointed to Cap, Hulk, and Thor as he said, "It should be the four of us to go. Sam can stay here and mind the fort with the others." "You are in charge, Sam." The whole team agreed. A few minutes later, Sam watched as Iron Man, Cap, Hulk, and Thor loaded into one of the Quinjets and prepared for launch into space. "What do I do while you're gone?" Sam asked Cap as he headed up the ship's ramp. "You do what you think is best. The others will look to you for leadership," Cap said, referring to the members of the Avengers who weren't going on.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?